There are multiple IO classes, but we have to discuss only required ones. So write down. There are two types of IO classes. And there are two types of IO classes. Second one, byte oriented. First one, byte oriented, and second one is character oriented. Byte oriented, character oriented. New line, byte oriented. That means byte stream. Byte stream, byte oriented, byte. There are two types of byte oriented classes. Number one is input stream, and number two is output stream. Number one is input stream, and number two is output stream. Number one input stream, number two output stream. You can write to the new line input stream. See what is the what is about input stream classes. Input stream classes are actually transmit the data from keyboard to the from input devices to the program. Okay. Actually, stream means bytes of data. Then stream is a technique. It is a pipeline technique. It carries the data from input devices to the program and program to the output devices. Then see here we are discussing input stream. Then see what is the use of main use of input stream classes. It reads the data from the input devices or from the any stream and forward the data to the program. Okay. Then program perform operations on the data and generate the result, and that result will be displayed onto the output devices by using output stream classes. Means input stream is the technique used to carry the data from the stream to the program, from input devices to the program, or from file to the program. Then for that, which class we have to use, which classes we have to use? Input stream. Stream is a pipeline technique. It is a pipeline technique. There are two types of stream. First one is input stream. Second one is output stream. Input stream carries the data from the stream to the program, and output stream classes carries the data from program to the output stream. Okay. And then input stream, write on that. It is pipeline technique. It is pipeline technique which carries the data. It is pipeline technique which carries the data from input devices to the program or from stream to the program. We can write like this: from stream, stream, from stream to the program. From stream to the program. Okay. New line. There are two types of. There are two types of, or there are following types of input stream classes. File input stream. Second one is data input stream. File input stream, data input stream. We'll see details of each and every classes. File input stream, data input stream. Second one, output stream. Then again, its classification is in following categories: file output stream, And the second one is data output stream. File output stream. Hello. Okay. Any doubt? Okay. Byte input stream and output stream. These are the categories of the classes. Okay, then write to the new line file input stream. एक एक बघू. File input stream. Write to the new line file input stream. Okay. Then see what is the file input stream class. Student, suppose if you want to write applications on file handling, then this class is very helpful to us. It is a class belongs to package java.io. That means if you want to use that class in our Java application, then first we have to import java.io package. Then that class is used to open a file in read mode. Then after opening a file in read mode, then we can read the data from a file by using this class. Okay. And then see file input stream class. It is a class belongs to package java.io. Now we have to write that points. Then it open a file in read mode. Write down the 2 points, and its syntax is file input stream. The name of an object is Epin. The new file input stream. And then bracket here we have to pass file name. File input stream, it's the class belongs to package java.io, used to open a file in read mode. And then how we can use that class in our Java application? See, that is its syntax. File input stream append equal to new file input stream, and to the constructor of file input stream class we have to pass file name. Any problem in this? Hello, any problem in this? Actually, this is a class belongs to package java.io. Actually, all the classes, all the IO classes are belongs to package java.io. And see file input stream. We are discussing that class. It is used to open a file in read mode. Okay, suppose in C language, if you want to open a file in read mode, then we are passing mode app open, file pointer equal to app open, then name of file comma R. R means read mode. Then in Java, no need to pass any mode. We have to use the classes directly. Suppose if you want to open a file in read mode, then we have to use file input stream class, and that's its syntax. Okay. Then see, suppose if you want to read the data from a file, then we can read it. And for that, we have to use a method. Its name is read. Read is a method, reads the data from a file, one character at a time, and it returns the data in byte format. Suppose in our file, there is a character, suppose there is a character A. Then read method reads that character from a file, but it returns, it does not return a character. It returns its ASCII value. Then ASCII value of capital A is suppose 65. Then read method returns that value. It returns 65, not A. That we have to remember. Read method reads the data from a file, one character at a time from a file in byte form. And if there is an end of file, then read method returns -1. That also we have to remember. Any problem? Any problem?
No, sir.
Have you written this point? It belongs to package java.io. It open a file in read mode, then its syntax. Then by using read method, we can read the data
Yes, sir.
from a file. Write down syntax of read method also. Int equal to Suppose append dot read like this. Then if there is an end of file, then read method returns -1. -1 indicates end of file. Now we have to take examples on file input stream class and some practical assignments also on file input stream class. So we have to discuss a few from the list in today's lecture. So take example that is on file input stream class. Write a Java program, write on question, write a Java program to display the contents from a file on the screen. To display the contents of a file on the screen. Okay. First, what we have to do, we have to create a file from which we want to read the data. So here I am creating one file. Suppose by Patil College, Impri, Pune 18. That takes time saving in our application, in our file, and I'm saving that file at same location where our Java program is going to save. So here a.txt and b.txt file already there. So I am giving name to the file c.txt. Save it. Save this file in bin directory where I'm going to save my Java application, and name of that txt file is c.txt. Then now we have to write our Java application, and in that application we have to read that file. We have to read the contents from that file, and we have to display that contents onto the output window. Such application we have to write. So write with me. Import java.io.star, and that is for file input stream class. It is a class belongs to package java.io, and then class file read, and then main method public static void main, and then string args. We can handle exception by using throws keyword also. So right here throws exception, and then here int suppose b. Then open a file in read mode. For that, we have to use file input stream class. File input stream fn equal to new file input stream. Then the constructor of file class, we have to pass file name args of 0 because we are going to take file name through command line. And then read the data. Student first see what is means how to read the data from a file. Don't write. First listen. Swapnil, mute yourself. Swapnil Iyer, mute yourself. Yes. Okay, don't write here. This is an application in which we're accepting file name through command line. As we know, all the command line arguments are get stored in ARGS. Only one file name I'm going to pass. So that file name will get stored at 0th location in ARGS. And that file name I have passed as a parameter to the file input stream class. Then file input stream class will open that file in read mode. Then after opening that file in read mode, its reference we are storing into the object of file input stream class, that is in append. Then after that, what we have to do? We have to read the data from that file. Okay, we have to read the data from a file. Then for reading the data from a file, we have to use the read method. Then be equal to append dot read. I'm reading the data from a file append. And for reading the data, I'm using a method. Its name is read. Then what is the use of read method here? It reads a single character at a time from a file, and after reading, it returns that character in byte format. That means it returns the ASCII value of that character. Okay, and that value we are storing in a variable, one integer variable. And what's the name of that variable? B. If you call read method only once, then it will read only one character from that file. But how many characters we have to read from a file? We have to read multiple characters. That means that is a part of iteration. So here we have to use while loop. While then b equal to append dot read complete statement. I have enclosed in while loop. If you call read method only once, means it reads only one character from a file at a time. If you want to read more than one characters from a file, then we have to use read method multiple times. So here I have written that statement b equal to append dot read. I have written that statement in while. Then while that is a iterative loop, so it will execute it multiple times, and by using it, we are reading multiple characters from that file. But how many characters? How many characters we have to read from that file? And then we have to read that file till its end. Okay, we have to read that file till its end. So again, that statement I am writing I am writing into the bracket, opening bracket, and then here closing bracket, and whole statement I am comparing with -1. What is the meaning of -1? -1 indicates end of file. Any problem in this file? How I have constructed it? Any problem in this?
No, sir.
See, first I have written only this statement. If you use call read method only once, then it will read only one character. Then how many characters we have to read from a file? Multiple. So I have written that statement in while. But we have to read entire data from that file. Then who will get whether there is an end of file or not? So I have compared that statement, entire statement with -1. -1 indicates end of file. जब तक फाइल का एंड नहीं हो जाता, तब तक डेटा रीड हो जाएगा. Then here we have to display the data. So system dot out dot print. I am writing like this print, and what you have to display B. Then end of May class. Now see, I am saving this application as name file read dot Java. Then we have to compile it and we have to execute it. ls Java C file read dot Java, and we have to execute it. And while its execution, we have to pass file name as command line argument c.txt, then the output. Then see what output I have displayed on to the screen. 68. What is the 68? 68 is nothing but ASCII value of capital D, and that is get displayed. And then after 68, there is a 32. 32 is nothing but ASCII value of space character. It is ASCII value of space, because in our text file, in our c.txt file, after there is a space. Then 32 is the ASCII value of space. Then again 89 is there. 89 is an ASCII value of y. Okay. Then again 32 is there. Means again y, there is a space. Then 80. It is ASCII value of capital F, a capital P, and then again there is a 97. 97 is ASCII value of small a. That means read method reads the data that is in byte format, but we don't want that data in byte format because we can't read it. So we want that data in text format, that is in character format. So what we have to do here, we have to convert the data type of B from integer to character. That means type casting we have to use. So that casting I am writing in bracket of B. That means here I am converting the data type of B from integer to character. And after conversion, I am displaying the value. Then see student. Now I am putting this application. I have compiled it, and now I am executing it. Then see we got the output in text format. Any problem? Any problem?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. by using this, by using the input stream class, I open the file in read mode, and by using this file, I am reading this data character by character from the file, and that data is in byte format. But I want that data in text format, character format. So I have to convert that data